All right, it has finally happened. Bank of Canada has finally cut down the rates by 25 basis point after increasing them 10 times in a row. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what implications this rate cut will have if you're a buyer, especially if you're a first-time home buyer and a seller in Toronto's real estate market. And also Toronto real estate stats just came out, so I'm going to walk you through those and going to tell you what exactly is happening in Toronto's real estate market. So let's get right into it. But just before, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Amrit. I help buy and sell real estate in the city of Toronto. And if you got any questions about real estate, you can book a call with me by clicking on the first link mentioned in the description below. Now let's talk about it. Now let's address to the million-dollar question that what impact this rate cut is going to have onto the market, because there's a lot of noise out there that the market is going to get hot and the prices are going to go up. Well, in terms of pricing, I don't think so. But is there going to be more activity or more number of sales in the market? Chances are very high, and I'll explain you why. Because there were a lot of buyers who were sitting on the sidelines, and this rate cut will restore confidence in some capacity and they will start entering the market. And on the flip side, a lot of sellers were waiting for this rate cut to start listing their properties. So more listings onto the properties and more buyers in the market, this will create equilibrium and there will be less upward pressure onto the pricing, but there will be more number of sales. So what does this mean if you're a buyer in this market? I think there are going to be good opportunities for you, especially on condo side of things, because there's more supply of condos in the market right now. And what does this mean if you're a seller in this market? It depends what type of property you have. If it's a freehold property, you'll do pretty well and you will be okay. But if you're a condo seller, then I would suggest to wait it out for further interest rate cuts, maybe a couple of more, and see how market reacts and take it from there. So these were my 2 cents on the recent interest rate announcements. So now let's go ahead and check out what exactly is happening in Toronto real estate market. So let's get right into it. So first, let's understand what type of market we're exactly in. And to know that, we need to calculate month of inventory. If the month of inventory is 1 to 3 months, we are in a seller's market. And if it's between 4 to 6 months, then we're in a balanced market. And if it's beyond 6 months, then we're in a buyer's market. So in Greater Toronto area, for all property types, we are sitting on 3.1 month of inventory. So basically we are in sellers to balanced market for all property types in Greater Toronto area. But in downtown Toronto, things are a little different. So for condos in CO1 area is basically south of Bloor Street to north of Lake Ontario, to east of Dufferin to west of Yonge Street. In this specific pocket, that's where you can find mostly condo towers. And the condos in this specific pocket, we are sitting on approximately 6 months of inventory. So we are more of an imbalanced market for condos. That's why I said as a condo buyer, you do have opportunities. Now let's check out the trend line of all property types in Greater Toronto area. So here we are. And if we do year-over-year comparisons, prices from May 2023 to May 2024, they have slightly come down, because in the month of May of 2023 up till May of 2023 of last year, the market was picking up. And in the month of June and July of 2023, that's where the Bank of Canada increased the interest rates by 25 basis point. And here we can see after that, we can see a downward pressure onto the pricing. And after that, the prices found a baseline and the prices kind of hovered along. And then in the month of February onwards, we can see upward pressure month over month. In February 2024 onwards, we can see upward pressure month over month up till now. So if we do year-over-year comparison of May 23 to May 2024, the prices have come down about by 2.5%. Number of sales have also decreased significantly. That's about like 25%. And the active listings have increased significantly. They have increased by 58%. So that's something we need to keep an eye out on. If these keep going on and the sales keep decreasing, then we will see a downward pressure. But I doubt going forward that we will see that kind of trend, but we'll see how things pan out. And if we do a month-over-month comparison, because that's a real comparison. So if we compare the prices from April 2024 to May 2024, the prices have remained more or less flat. And number of sales have decreased by about like 1.5%, and the active listings have increased again by 18%. Okay, and the month-over-month appreciation, what we have seen since the month of February up till now, that is mainly because of freehold properties, especially semi-detached properties. There's a lot of competition in those. It's not because of condos we've seen downward pressure, but on freehold properties, as I said earlier, the prices have gone up consistently, but not aggressively, but on slow and steady pace. Now let's check out the type of properties which have sold at what price point. That is 700 properties were sold in the month of May, was between 1 million to 1.49. That's the price point we're looking at. In terms of semi-detached properties, that's a pretty competitive asset class. So the maximum amount of semi-detached properties have been sold between 1 million to 1.49. And in terms of townhouses, they have also been pretty competitive, and the highest number of townhouses has been sold. Sorry, it's cutting off, but I know it's 1 million to 1.49. I'll write it out on the top right corner once I edit this video. And let's check out what's happening in downtown Toronto for condos. So let's check that out. So here are the benchmark prices of condos in core of downtown Toronto, that is CO1, since May of 2023 to May of 2024. And if we see year-over-year comparison, the prices have come down about by 10%, and the number of sales have decreased by 32%, and the active listings have increased drastically by 67%. And now let's zoom in and check out what's happening month over month. So if we do comparison from April 2024 to May 2024, prices have come down about by 2%, and the number of sales have decreased by 10%, and active listings have increased by 15% month over month. So for condos, as I said, there is decent amount of opportunities for a condo buyer, but if you're a condo seller, I would suggest not to sell right now if you can, if your situation allows to. That's my 2 cents over here. And let's check out the maximum number of condos. So the maximum amount of condo in the month of May were sold between the price point of $500,000 to $600,000. Here we are, and that's 584. Excuse my editing, but yeah, it's 584 over here. And the second highest number of condos were sold were between $600,000 to $700,000. That's 473, and the third highest were between $700,000 to $800,000. That's 244. Yeah, so that's pretty much for today. I hope I was able to give you some value and some insights what's going on in Toronto real estate. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and please subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.